On the corporate side, and also work with startups. So my industry experience varies from the corporate to the training background, to the administration part, to helping out startups, or working with the startups, and then helping out the startups, where I found a huge lacuna in terms of when it is the revenue, when you go for series A, B, whatever kind of glamorous words they use for funding, that's like okay. But to get there from an idea stage only is the main challenge. And that is where you find a lot of people struggling out. What do we do now? I have a great idea. I think I have a great idea. What do I do now? How do I actually take it on the ground? What kind of marketing campaigns? So I have had the fortune of working with different kinds of startups from different genres, like tech, non-tech, social entrepreneurship, gaming, and on different kinds of areas, right from the idea stage to getting it down. Obviously, the product startups take a little time because the life cycle of building the product is much longer. Service, I have to sell an ice cream in 30 seconds, right? But if I were to manufacture an electrical vehicle, that was one of my earliest entries. So it takes me 30 months to actually build up that electrical vehicle, get the compliances in place from the legal, financial, whatever kind of requirement, and make that sale happen. So it's a huge difference if you're a service startup and a product startup. Obviously, the challenges are also different. Different kinds of challenges. Social entrepreneurship front is a different animal altogether. But then we have seen people who have passion, who have found a pain point area, and who think they know the solution and work towards it. And fortunately, there are guys from the ecosystem who've gone up to the next level, they come back and they help out people with some kind of solution. Not maybe all the aspects, but at least an aspect which they have improved upon or which they consider to be better. So that is the kind of changes that we are seeing in the ecosystem. Now, always it's not necessary that you have a team. Sometimes a lone wolf can actually do the job, but also the point that till what time can the person do it alone? Okay. I also mentioned that there are students in the audience who have possibly registered the companies, and there are some students who have not registered the companies, but they have already built up something which is of importance to not only the ecosystem but the general society. That is where the customer base lies, right? So, to talk about such a person, we have one who has a little startup someplace and he was also part of another team. But he himself has come up with a particular initiative where he has created something which is of benefit to the society. So, please help me welcome. This is our podium today. So, Prasad Seth must come up with an app and he'll tell you what, why, how he sort of did it. So, how many of you actually use pen, pencil, paper still to design your wireframes? And how many of you actually use online open source tools for the design time? So, both ways. I'm not even talking about the design guy. He's supposed to do that. Yeah. So, all those who can afford it and go to them. So,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Prasad Singh. I'm a computer engineer from Pune. Recently I've developed an application. It's named HealthScan. In our daily life, we use different cards, like there are Aadhaar cards, debit cards, credit cards, but there is no such card that we use that can provide emergency medical and personal information of an individual. So, emergency card basically helpful during emergency situations, maybe like accident or something. So around 1.41 lakh people died in Bangladesh. Around 1.41 lakh people died in road accidents in 2014. 15 people died and 60 are seriously injured in road accidents every hour in India. So, and around 360 deaths a day, 10,800 deaths a month, and 1,35,000 deaths a year. That's massive, right? Okay, so it is a statistics that we can find it on the government portal. These are the 2014 statistics of India. Over 80% of these victims do not get emergency care following the accident. In the first hour following the accident, so 50% of lives can be saved if the emergency care is provided. So we have come up with an innovative solution for emergency medical healthcare. HealthScan is a new way basically to carry your medical information. HealthScan is a medical QR code generator app. After the accident, doctor can scan this QR code of the victim on their mobile device and get all the medical and personal information of a person on their mobile devices. So information can be like blood group of the victim and like medications is undergoing through, maybe allergies, personal information like the emergency contact number, family contact numbers, etc. So all this information is helpful for the doctor to provide emergency care, medical care for the patient. To scan the QR code, basically there is no need of internet connection; it's completely offline. So it's helpful on maybe for the person helping the other person after the accident. Internet connection is usually not there on the roads and maybe in the rural areas, so it's beneficial there. This QR code doesn't have any expiry. It doesn't have any expiry. So we have made this app basically in concern with Dr. Shishir Joshi, the advisor for this project. He is the head at the Sayadri Hospital of Pune. Also, this application has been appreciated by Mr. Ajit Patwardhan. He is the advisor for Government of Maharashtra and ex-head of Baba Atomic Research Center. This app is also appreciated by Microsoft R&D head of Pune. So we have given the HealthScan cards to view startups and also to the Maharashtra Times social initiative basically called Helpline. The application has been featured in some of the media, like it has been featured in News Nation TV channel, Times of India, Maharashtra Times, Economic Times, Sakar, Medical Dialogues, NASCOM Pune, many more other media portals, medical portals. I'll just show you. This is the design that I've made. It's a rough design basically. So this is the QR code that my application HealthScan generates. I'll just scan the QR code actually. So I don't know how many of them can see. Any QR code scanner application that you can get from the Play Store. Any QR code scanner application that you can get from the Play Store can scan this QR code. So after scanning the QR code, you can get all the medical and personal information of the person here. So yeah, it's really helpful for doctors after the for treating the patient in an emergency situation. Thank you.
Just one question.
Yeah.
Does it need to be reprinted every time when we use it?
Yeah, currently. In concert with doctor, so doctor can maybe give you this QR code.
This information can expand.
Yes, we can add more fields. Yes. Anything? Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just a question because we usually have a healthcare startup. We are serving currently 200 doctors in just in Pune.
Okay.
So we are working on a similar concept wherein we for many people and people in terms of emergency we have medical doctor and facility and everything is online. We're trying to figure out a way that people have also developed a QR code where it's again everything is online. So we're trying to figure out a way wherein if a person is visiting another physician or in terms of an accident or something like that, the information can be transferred online to an OTP or something. Because the problem is, first of all, I need to have this card in my pocket. Second, if it's an accident, I would not actually remember to take the card out, and or probably the other person should know that I have a card.
Yeah, sure.
So I think we can connect after this because
something
similar.
The more the idea spreads, the more the people know about this, and more people will use it. And even I personally can expand this by telling the Pune, at least Pune region hospitals, that people may have this QR code and we can demonstrate to doctors so they can scan this and provide it.
Anything more than if we take the entire cycle, say for example, I have visited a hospital and my records are there, then how this card is developed? Or my record card will get developed, right?
Yeah, your records will be put into my scan app, and the app will be ready to QR code. And the QR code will be in another.
And that app is where is that app?
It's an enterprise application.
So it would be there in the some computers.
Yeah.
Have you signed up with insurance companies for the day?
Yeah, I'm planning to actually start. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
There are some realities that we are going to work on now. That I just got
Actually, you raised a very good point because this is printed on the insurance company's card.
Yeah.
The people usually carry to have the insurance. This will be very good.
Yeah. Maybe it can get connected with government if I get some government support. Maybe Aadhaar card or something. Like even Aadhaar card has all the information, but not the medical. So maybe you can get connected.
Actually, the third-party insurance providers will actually issue the card to some employee of some company and so it could be good use case for them.
Yeah, even the corporates can benefit from it. Even the schools, colleges, any ID cards can print this.
We are actually working on a hardware that will automate things. So when you do a test of that, actually it will update. So that's what we are working on. It's still hard. We are engineering at home.
So what effort are you take to link it with something that was Aadhaar card?
Yeah, actually emailed out of like the health minister and also the Pune municipality and yeah, up till now I didn't get anything.
You should link it to the internet gateway to expand your knowledge about it. So internet is not a facility on the now on urban area. At least when a patient is admitted in the hospital is supposed to have internet. From that, it should not be acting as a limitation to performance. That's what I feel. Because if we go internet network, then the limitation to the lay down server indicate to the third-party software like insurance companies or the lab to vector risk and separation, which what we can just say that what are the new reports can be taken to your database and can automatically calculate to us.
it doesn't need really manually managed. Because hospitals are supposed to understand.
Definitely consider.
What's the traction level like? Sorry, what's the traction level? How many users do you have?
Right now, very few. I've given to one or two startups, one social cause, and few senior citizen clubs. They are definitely eager to expand into corporate hospitals.
What is the technology of ratings to work with?
Any material. I have used a general paper. It can be printed on any paper. It's the visiting card, the normal one.
So I'm asking from this point of view because it was a time when I actually lost one of my cousin in accident. And he was carrying his identity card which was printed on paper and it was full of blood. So imagine a QR code if I actually add a dot in that QR code is validated. So I'm just saying in terms of application basis. So maybe a material which doesn't matter because of this.
And also, I mean, you don't need to carry. If you will have your one building and with the revolution, you just scan it and it just doesn't.
So that's a good one.
This is a good question. How many people actually have an app or a device which they use to scan QR codes for anything? So my printer, he gave me a QR code at the back, and I distributed hundreds of postcards. If there is only one person, Mr. Vishwas Bhajan, who was the expert from 9 who had the app for actually scanning the QR codes, which were relevant details and data to back. So out of 500 people, there is only one. So I think you need to also make people aware how important is a QR code, how beneficial is a QR code.
Yeah, usually QR codes are, we know at least that's printed in the advertisements in newspaper, and when you scan it, it gets to you to their website, some internet link. Yeah, so it's not connected to any website, it's completely offline, can be scanned on the mobile.
So some of the phones right now, like Nexus and all, they have QR code in their camera.
Yeah, that's what you use. So just we were judges had a teaching competition. So we just said, given my new sort of standard. So is it really the only person who has done that? Yeah. So questions.
How to extract the information from the QR code?
Sorry?
How to extract the medical information from the code? How are you storing it?
Yeah, so you need to fill the details in the application, and the application makes sure that it generates a QR code of that information. And the QR code, after scanning the QR code, you get the information on the page.
It's basically text that is encoded into the QR code. And when you scan it, you get the text. So usually once this URL, you get text, is information.
Yeah.
Is it not risky in terms of security?
But it's helpful for emergency. So at emergency cases, like if your phone is locked, so no one can open it and no one can get the contact. So if you provide some security to it, so it's not useful for anyone who doesn't know your password or code or not.
Very risky.
It's a medical information basically, nothing adverse information.
Security will have to give a personal information.
Person like just the contact details.
I can fix someone say and it will be you can get whole thing and trace the contact and everything is close to that person.
And also nowadays everyone like if you Google it, you can get the number of anyone. So from that way
Think of improving technology.
Yeah, sure.
Like to find flaws and exact cause and
that is the different thing, but it's let's say someone steal your
basically.